All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Higher!
14,
Higher!
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
Higher!
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Oh, dang it.
Keep going!
2 seconds.
27.
Time's up.
Oh, God.
Time's up.
I counted 27.
You drilled me so hard.
Usually the tosser doesn't drill you.
Oh, gosh, you got me right in the eye.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You don't look well.
No, I don't.
Well, the thing I
Going
noticed
into
here
this.
was we got the sponges that have the Brillo side that you wash dishes with, and the other guys just had completely soft sponges. So we had the one that you take to a skillet, and that's the one I threw really hard and just dinged that off your cornea.
Really?
Yeah. Well, so
As usual with this show, we're filled with regret.
I didn't expect it to hurt.
well, I mean, it's the Brillo pad got you.
Look
Yeah.
how bad my eye is.
You may need to go to the optometrist.
Oh, my God. That
So when
really hurts.
I was grabbing the sponges, the ones with the Brillo pad was the same price as the other one, so I figured why not get, your value out of it. So we now have 44 sponges.
Ralston
And a
just...
scratched cornea.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning.
Kevin is the host.
And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
There you go. Fun to listen back to the world record attempt from yesterday's KVJ show there. It was 43 sponges off the face in just 30 seconds from 9 feet away. Sadly, we fell short of that mark. But is your eye doing better today?
It's doing better.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say better.
That's good.
The swelling. Swollen?
That's
swelling?
not it.
Yeah.
Try again.
Swelling.
Yes.
The swelling has gone down. I do feel like something's scratched, but I put some solution in it.
You did, okay.
Didn't really do that much help.
Okay.
But I feel like we're getting there.
Okay.
Don't worry about me, baby.
All right.
I'm in my prime.
You are, huh?
Oh, yeah.
As you came in here today, there's some kind of weird grunting going on.
I threw out my back doing that pelvic thrust dance. Remember that dance, how hard I went?
You did go hard.
I went hard, and boy, does Mama feel it today.
It was pretty to watch.
It was pretty.
It was something. It definitely was something. Wow.
Dance injury.
Yeah, you know what? If you're going to go big, you just go hard, and just whatever happens, happens, right?
Exactly.
Well, you got your Tiger King shirt on today. That's all good.
Not Tiger King. I don't support the Tiger King. I just like this tiger
You
shirt.
would know it by looking at you.
I hear you.
I mean, you
Your
look like
shirt
you're
screams free Joe Exotic.
yeah.
I don't believe in
You
that.
look like the
Well.
president of the fan club.
We're just being honest with you.
I hear you. It hurts to hear, but it's laundry month, so.
Okay.
And by the way, this kind of material, feel that material, Virginia. That's enough. But this is such a nice, kind of like a silky.
It's dry fit, they
Oh.
call it. Yeah, it's supposed to keep you cool in the heat and keep you warm in the cold.
I love it. It feels good. I bought this at Walmart probably 14 years ago.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
holding up nice.
It really is.
For a Walmart shirt, I mean, usually you wash them 3 times and all
That's
the
true value.
fabric's unraveling.
That's going to come out to about 2 cents per wear.
That is a value.
That is a value.
Yeah, I mean,
That's very
15-year-old
impressive.
shirt.
Yeah, no, that's really good. We'll get you caught up with everything, including what it looked like at the opening of Joe Exotic's former park there. They did that, and boy, there's a lot of photos from all the excitement. People were really excited to get back to that park, so we'll let you know exactly what happened with that. Got a whole bunch of stuff here on the KVJ show. Hopefully you can dial in. You got your smart speaker. You can just say, hey, play the KVJ show, and then boom, it's going to pop up right now on your smart speakers. You can also check us out on YouTube and streaming on the 97.9 WRMF app, and it's free.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second in your dirt of the day, your boy Elon Musk. I don't know what the heck's going on over there, but I'll tell you the name he tried to name his kid, and California was like, no, I don't think so. California shot him down.
It's annoying.
Because his name was too weird.
It's too weird for me.
Before we get into that, it looks like they're going to be doing another one of those Disney family sing-alongs. If you and your family loved it like I did and my family, it was so awesome. It's going to be, again, this Sunday at 7 p.m. on ABC. It'll feature John Legend and Jennifer Hudson and a whole bunch. Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera, Sabrina Carpenter, Titus Burgess. If you watched Kimmy Schmidt, Titus Burgess is the very amazing, flamboyantly gay actor from that show.
Okay.
Just incredible singer. So he's going to be a part of the Disney Family Sing-Along.
Oh, that's cool.
This Sunday night, May 10th at 7 p.m. And I love it. So mark it down. A little Mother's Day, a little nice way to close your Mother's Day on Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
File this under, Guns N' Roses has just announced they're putting out a children's book. Huh?
I get it. It's kind of one of those like ironic things. Oh, we're rock and roll, but here's a kid's thing.
The book will be titled Sweet Child of Mine.
All right, yeah.
And it's coming out September 1st. If you want to pre-order, you can do so on Amazon.
Oh, I thought they were going to do Mr. Brownstone.
Kids love smack.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
Finally here, Elon Musk and Grimes had a baby boy, but I guess the state of California is like, dude, you got to name your kid an actual name. You can't call it like letters and numbers. They tried to name the baby X, this weird AE symbol, and a dash, and then the number 12. And California's like, no, the name must include only 26 letters of the English alphabet. You can't get new things and add dashes.
We were talking yesterday how we think he's an alien. Maybe he's an alien. He's like, let's name him this.
Yeah, that's like a very alien name to name your baby.
You're putting a dash in there?
I mean, Elon Musk is showing us that he and Grimes are aliens. We just, I guess, haven't believed him yet.
We get it. You're smart. You're writing, codes for your kid's name.
It's going to be tough for this child, though.
It is.
Because it's really not pronounceable.
Something tells me this kid is going to just be a wreck.
And what if the kid doesn't want to do anything that great in life? You know what I mean? Just wants to get a regular job.
The kid's real chill.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after the show podcast. Watch or listen on KVJShow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about, Jay Bird?
Well, Virginia, I brought you a present for your family.
Yes?
Because I was telling you all the other day how my sister dropped off this Econo size of cupcakes. And I went through the chocolate ones real quick. And I already started going through the vanilla ones.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just getting portly.
Mermaid cupcakes?
Yeah, mermaid cupcakes.
Ooh.
So like an addict, what I'm doing is I'm taking the product and I'm giving it to you and I'm giving it to your family. I can't do it anymore.
My children will really appreciate this. And if I tell Rocco this came from you, he will be tickled.
I had 3 right before bed. It's getting to be a problem.
Yeah. You just
looks
can't
like
have
a-
it around you, huh?
It looks like a rat tore into the
It
box.
does, yeah. Well, it kind of did. Kind of did.
You hamburger handsed it.
I just couldn't get it quick enough.
Did you open this with your teeth?
So I respect your husband's snack game more than anybody. I mean, any given day he could take me out in the snack game.
He's going hard right now in the snack game, and I kind of tried to say something to him yesterday. So during Corona, I haven't said anything about anybody's diet, especially his. And he was complaining about how he feels fat. And I was like, well, babe, if you cut out the soda, you would drop 10 pounds probably in like 2 weeks. No questions asked. He goes, the soda makes me happy and not much else makes me happy. I'm not giving up the soda right now. I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't you take his soda.
The snack king has spoken.
Pepsi makes him more happy than you.
He loves Pepsi. And now, you know what he's doing? Squirt.
Yeah, no,
He introduced Rocco to Squirt.
Okay.
So just out of experience, and this is more of a public service announcement for anyone struggling with the snack game. When you've gone too far, when you start delving into Squirt, especially when it just becomes a weekend thing into a Monday, Tuesday thing, that's when you've hit snack rock bottom.
Well, I can tell that it's really getting to him on his Insta story because I go on and I see like all these posts he's posting about how he misses all his friends. And then he had a weird welcome back Cotter post. And I'm like, what is he going through?
Welcome back, Cotter.
Yeah.
Real topical.
I don't understand. He is going through it, and I need to back off because soda is the only thing that's giving him joy right now. And so I'm not going to say anything else.
But just know that Squirt, Mountain Dew, these are gateway sodas to bigger problems. And I'm just letting you know that.
Bigger problems.
They are gateway sodas.
Great.
What do you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I made you a little treat, Bird. Look right behind your computer. You know what that is? Cheesy potatoes.
Cheese au gratin! Oh! Potatoes au gratin!
So wait, you just handed her cupcakes and she just gave you back another kind of fattening food.
We are so on the same
I'm like,
wavelength.
So what did you do? Just cancel each other out?
We
Is that what
did.
just happened here?
We're both bringing treats because right now everybody needs a little comfort.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now because I've been going through such a sweet run. I need to balance it out with a salt run.
Yeah, take those, add a little milk,
Oh, mama.
pop them in the microwave, let them get real soft and gooey, and you'll be very happy.
Oh, this is such a good day for my back is killing me. All I want is just to eat fatty, salty foods, not sweet. I'm making changes with the sweets.
I'm substituting.
Okay, you just swapped it out.
And that's a good question. What is worse for you, sweets or fats?
I don't know, but I feel like I've done a positive by giving you those cupcakes. And you know what? I'm going to eat these just because it was such a nice gesture.
Okay.
What's on your mind, Kev? We're just about food
I'm
over
just
here.
honestly now you guys just watching you two. That's pretty much what's on my mind because I'm just like, oh, wow, it's a fascinating watch here.
It really is.
Let me see what I got on my mind here today. Virginia hit me up. She showed me a photo. She's like, of all these like little insects that she has at her house, and she's like, "Do I have termites?" Yeah, you got termites. Those are termites you took a photo of.
I walked in the bathroom last night.
Yeah.
And I saw all these bugs coming in the window. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell are these? And then I hear Kevin in my head. Kevin saying, it's termite season. And I'm like, wait, termite season? Termites have
Yeah.
a season? And you told me that the bug people told you termites have a season.
I read an article in the Sun Sentinel. There was like a wave. They say in May and June, it's like swarms of these bugs. That's just kind of like, yeah. So I guess they do have a season, or they travel in a swarm, and boom, they kind of hit South Florida.
During the off season, what do? Are they on vacay? Are they just kind of chill out?
They go to Canada like a snowbird.
I think it's like, so many animals are migratory, and they may be as well. And you notice, too, that you have mosquitoes that go dormant.
Yeah.
They're not as bad, and so that's just everything goes by the seasons and the flows of the temperatures.
Can you send me a picture of your termites? And what are you doing?
I could just basically, the photo you sent me is the same thing that I would send you.
At the minimum,
They look exactly like that. We got the same kind of termite.
what's this going to cost, you think? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, if I remember right, I think because we're going between the tent or not tenting, and I think it's $1,400 to not tent, and then I think it's going to be $2,400 to tent the house. So for us, I think you got a little bit more square footage, so I don't know if that affects the cost.
Have you shopped around and got multiple estimates?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Because you can pit them against each other.
Yeah, we got about 4 or 5, I think, so far, and we're kind of comparing those.
If you have to tent, you can totally stay at my place.
I might have to do that.
I'm not even kidding you. I'll clear out the one room. We'll move the treadmill because that's not really being used.
In fact, we can set up a bed for Rocco on the treadmill.
But I could house y'all. We could make this happen.
I was hearing you in my head last night, and I was like, damn, I got the termites. Now, Panda does not think they're termites. Panda went on Google, and he was looking at the bug, and he was comparing the picture that I have to the Google picture of what a termite looks like.
Okay.
And he insists they're not termites.
Yeah, but he's all hopped up on squirt
Well,
snacks.
there's about 4 different varieties that you have, one of them you need to tent for, and we need a tent for the kind we have. And I can just tell you, they're exactly the bugs that we have that the pest control guy came in person and said that were termites.
All right.
And do they have wings? Are you finding wings kind of like laying around? You should start seeing that. If you look like in corners and crevices, you should start seeing some wings.
The wings are not separated from the bug body. The bug body is all intact. They were all living and crawling and moving around, and they were coming in a window. They weren't coming from the ceiling, and then I got in the ceiling, and I didn't see anything up there.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they haven't gotten into your house yet. If that's the case, that'd be great. Maybe you just have somebody kind of seal up wherever you got little holes. But yeah, you can post that up and see maybe there's somebody that has, I'm just going on what we have in our house.
I want to see a picture of what yours look like.
Yeah, we're seeing like one here or there, and then we kill it, but it looks exactly like what you sent me.
You should play that song, Come to My Window.
No, I don't want them to.
That's a good
What
point.
if they like Melissa Etheridge?
And the other thing that I got on my mind is don't snooze on this. You know, it's Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. And
Yes.
you know, I know a lot of people, you've just been distracted with other things, you know, just trying to do everything you're doing. You're like, I just looked at that today and I kind of heard little rumblings of Mother's Day. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's coming up sometime here. And then I kind of doubled down this morning. I was like, oh, that's right. Wow, it is this Sunday. And here I'm like, it's Thursday. My mom's in Ohio. I'm like, okay.
And there's a run on flowers, and there's like
Right.
a whole flower shortage. I sent my mom and my grandma a fruit basket,
Okay.
but I did
Okay.
it last week before the rush.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good luck trying to get that on time during all this.
Yeah, you're going to pay like $60 in shipping to get it there on time.
I'm even noticing small little things like if Virginia wanted to buy a vintage GI Joe figure, it's not going to get to DeQuesta for probably 10 days.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah.
When usually it only take about 2 to 3.
You're right. I sent my girlfriend a 2-day priority mail package for her birthday, and it literally took 6.
Okay, well that's better than that's getting better, I think.
Well, if you pay extra for 2 days and then it takes 6 to get there,
Right, that ain't cool.
How's that legit?
It's not legit.
Corones, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta suck it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for the extra right now with the delivery because I don't think they can guarantee it getting here overnight.
You're right.
Yeah. That's just kind of the way it goes.
You may have to put a nice video together and send it to mom.
Yeah, well, that might be it. You know, if anybody has any of those kind of ideas or things that you might do, and that's not bad. I mean, I think, you know, for the most part, you know, I'll definitely connect and we'll have a nice little chat by FaceTime on Sunday.
You can make a cute little iMovie on your iPhone. I love that feature. You can edit it up and make it look real cute and
Yeah.
add graphics and
Put hearts around your head.
yes,
Kev.
all that.
Put like a boa around your neck.
And your mama's very like tech savvy, computer savvy, so she would appreciate that.
Yeah, maybe I could do a TikTok dance for her.
Oh my gosh! Now we're cooking.
Yeah, she'd really appreciate that. All right, anything that you'd like to share, you can. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. You can go on ahead and get a hold of us here. Always get lots of good advice. Somebody was saying that Virginia, just so you know, and Kevin too, I guess, you will waste your money if you do the no tent. You will have them again next year, and you will have to tent at your own cost. Fumes are based on cubic square foot, not square foot. What does that mean?
Cubic square foot.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are in the thick of the
Oh, we're
termite
in it.
drama.
I mean, when you say square foot, that's so adult.
It is. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks of my rat drama. Anytime you're getting invaded, it sucks.
It does.
Somebody who was in the pest control game for 7 years said a no tent is a waste of money. You have about a 25% chance of getting them that way once they have swarmed.
Well, you know what that means? That means someone's coming to Jaybird's house.
Oh boy.
I'll start cleaning out that room ASAP. Priority 1.
And so he said if you got termites coming through a window, they are in your wall around the window.
Oh my! And the hits keep coming.
But I could see them on the outside of the window, like bumping into the window. They weren't coming in from the house. They were coming in from outside.
What were you cooking last night?
This was upstairs in my bathroom, so nothing up there.
What were you wearing?
A moo-moo.
Okay.
I'm a big moo-moo fan.
Okay. I am too.
It's the opposite of sexy, but, it's quarantine, baby. I'm not going for sexy.
That's everyone's excuse just to be kind of gross.
Yeah, and people have been sending me photos from their neighborhood that it looks like a lot of people are dealing with the termites
Really?
right now. Yeah.
And I'm wondering too, getting it tented. You said 22 or 2,300. Is that just the low end? There's going to be some other termite fee you're not even expecting.
Well, the one cost that you got with it is you got to be out of your house for 3 days. So for us, with the family that we have. And the size and all that kind of stuff, and you got pets as well. You're talking about finding a place to stay, so that'll incur costs.
And there'll be some weird wing wage. Oh, we had 100 wings. That's an extra $500. There'll be something weird like that. Just be careful. Make sure you're shopping around to the right places.
I will. I sent the pictures to my bug guy.
Okay.
And
You got a bug guy?
I do.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
I've told you about him before. He's super attractive, and they come and they spray
You guys
around
should
the
hook up.
house.
I mean, I don't care about his looks.
I'll totally send him to your house.
No,
You would like him.
Can he get rid of my ant problem? I can care about what he looks like. Is he good? Does he
I
have,
bet she's hooking you up.
yeah, does he have the temperament for the trade or what? Crap, what he looks like.
He's real good.
All right.
But he's bubbling back. He's like trying to say what they are right now to me.
Okay. All right, well, we'll find out. Many different ways to get hold of us here at the KVJ Show.
There's a fight on my Facebook over the termites. Is it a termite or is it not? People massively disagree, and now they're fighting, and I'm a fan of that.
Oh, okay. And what are they saying on there? Because you sent me a photo. I briefly showed it to the Mexican Queen this morning. I was like, look what Virginia has. And do you think those are termites? And I don't know. Yeah, they look a lot like what we have in our house. And your bug guy's telling you those are flying ants.
They're swarming ants.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying they're swarming ants, and they're attracted to light.
Yeah.
And that I do have a chandelier over the tub right in the bathroom next to the window. Like it's literally like 2 feet from the window. And the light was on last night. And he said that they're just attracted to that. And they come in, and then they just kind of like die.
Interesting. Yeah, that'd be something.
I mean, so many people are texting me right now in my private life.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to find out what you have so that somebody can come in there and settle the score. Do
I
you have
know.
termites or do you have the flying ants?
And I want my bug guy to go to your house, too, and look at what you have, because what if what you have is flying ants?
We've had one guy tell us it was termites. Would somebody come and actually we have flying ants and they try to say we have termites so they can tent our house and
You
rip
never
us out
know.
of $2,400?
Kevin, you never know.
Okay, so
That would
Kate,
be very scandalous.
I don't want to
get-
say anything because I don't know the people that you've dealt with, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't be the first guy that got scammed ever.
is there a way to get Kevin's bug guy versus your bug guy, have them wrestle, and the person, last man standing?
Yeah, I don't
is
know
the
how our
one we
bug guy
go
looks
with?
without a shirt on, so I've never even seen him.
It's funny because she's kind of dissing your bug guy and praising hers, and she has no idea about your bug people.
I
No.
never
Basically saying that they're running a scam. Have you heard that?
I don't know your guy. I prefaced with that. I'm just saying I know my guy.
Yeah.
My guy is my neighbor. He's legit.
He's from Sequesta, of course.
Well, have you given him any kind of like, what do they call it? Entomology? Is that the study of bugs? Have you given him a quiz in that? Or is it just because he looks good shirtless that he gets so much credibility?
He does look good shirtless, but I feel like he could also handle any bug
I feel.
situation.
Okay.
He's handled spiders, and he's given me great tips on not getting spiders. He's handled the whole thing where I was afraid of having somebody spray in the house with the new baby, and he explained all the intricacies of that.
Okay.
And we changed up the whole bug pest control plan.
All right. She sold her guy. Let me hear you sell your guy.
I've never even met my guy.
All right, I'm going with Kevin.
Who knew?
I mean, you're-
bugs would cause such a fight.
She's been talking about this bug guy like this guy took a bullet for her or something all morning
Yes.
long. I'm like,
He's a great bug guy.
Yeah, you're really singing his praises. I just wonder what he did to deserve such credit.
I just want him to come to your house and look at your bugs, just to make sure.
Where do you have that posted, Virginia? Can we get that photo up on the KVJ Show Facebook page so people can
Yes.
start fighting there too?
I'm going to share it right now.
Okay. All right, so there we go. So we'll find out. You can go and sound off for anybody who thinks that they are. I always love those people who are not entomologists who know so much about bugs.
do they really know that much about bugs?
Yes. Well, they believe they do. So,
That's because they Googled it.
I know. Yeah. Got just a few celebrity birthdays to tell you. I'll say Summer from AKA Sunny is having a birthday today, and she's a celebrity in our book. That comes in from Jason here. Also want to do a happy 5th birthday shout out here to our sweet girl. It would make her day to get a shout out. Happy birthday, Ava, from Mommy, Daddy, and Noah. And you got some cute, adorable photos of
sweetie.
Ava there on KVJ TV that you can check out.
Aw.
Yeah, so thank you. We love getting those photos.
Also, happy birthday to Audrey. It was her birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Remember our old intern, Angela?
Sure do.
Her little girl, Audrey.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're having a birthday drive-by party on Friday, so.
Oh, very nice.
Happy birthday.
Good for her. That is very cool. Yeah, everybody's kind of
Also,
readjusting.
My friend Giselle, it's her birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got a lot of friends with birthdays.
I know, Mrs. Popularity.
Well, I always like playing this. Are you normal? This was a BuzzFeed survey that they had done. And according to the amount of people they got responding to this, if we were throwing ourselves in this, would we agree with the majority of people, or are we not normal and are we in the minority on these? Now, here are some of the ones that they had. GIF, GIF, is pronounced with a hard G. Do you agree or disagree? Is it GIF or GIF? Are you hard G or the J, Virginia?
What am I? GIF, GIF?
I know my answer, Coach.
I think I'm GIF.
I'm a GIF.
You're both GIF. Okay. 68% say it's hard G. You guys are not normal, at least according to what BuzzFeed people say.
Yeah.
They go with GIF.
All right, well, maybe we'll warm up a little bit as the game goes on.
No, you just be you, man. That's what it's all about. No judgment here. It's just, do you agree with the majority or not? It's okay to tell your partner private things about your friends. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Do you agree or disagree, Jay Bird?
That's a hard question. I think it depends.
I don't think spouses should have secrets, and I think that, you know, if pillow talk exists, it needs to be sacred and it needs to stop there. But I don't think you should have secrets from your partner.
But there's certain secrets your partner doesn't need to know about, and then there's certain secrets they do need to know about. Like if Kevin confessed to me about some weird fetish he had, but it wasn't gonna hurt anybody, but it would be embarrassing to him, I'm not obligated to tell my partner that. And
But
that
if you wanted to, do you think that that's under the standards of being cool? When you tell somebody, do you say, okay, I got to expect that they're probably going to tell their partner if they're married?
if they're married, I don't tell married people anything.
Okay.
He don't trust married
I
people.
do not, because you are.
Well, you're obviously making bad decisions in your life.
Yeah, so I would put you down as a disagree then.
I disagree. Yeah, I don't trust you married people. Y'all tell each other everything.
65% of people agree that it's okay to tell your partner private things about your friends. So a
Yeah.
majority say it's okay.
That's such a layered question.
It is, because it really depends on how sacred is the secret.
Yeah.
How deep is the secret?
Astrology and horoscopes aren't legitimate. Do you agree or disagree? Aren't legitimate.
I disagree.
Virginia disagrees. What do you think, Jay Bird?
Man, I'm taking this quiz hard. I'm going to go.
It doesn't matter that much.
I know.
It's just a radio show.
Yeah. It's no grade. I'm not going to think worse of you.
On certain things, yes, I agree with. On certain things, but I want to talk more about it.
Well, what about this one? Oh, boy.
He's breathing heavy.
Kevin, you're regretting.
I really am. I'm like, yeah, this isn't going well. Astrology and horoscopes aren't legitimate. Do you agree or disagree?
I also agree with that.
You agree with that?
I
'cause
disagree.
I think Virginia reads some stuff that somebody just in their basement's writing, and they post it like, if you were born on March 3rd, you are going to be very confused.
I mean, I think I know, like, Panda's a Pisces, and he is such a Pisces. Like, he falls right in line with all the Pisces traits. I'm a Leo. I very much am a Leo at heart. All the traits, like...
My only issue with all that is when you do that, you're doing selective editing almost because you're
You're
only,
a Taurus. You are such a Taurus.
But on the other opposite, we've had Taurus people call in and say, I'm the opposite of Jaybird. I'm the opposite of what they say.
Well, I can only tell you from my experience.
But there's Tauruses that don't act the way.
My girlfriend Kimmy is a Taurus, just like you. Same thing. Bull in a china shop.
No. Virginia's actually making... Yeah, I disagree with it all.
You've really run hard the opposite direction.
Because of
I
Virginia.
believe.
64% of people would agree that they aren't legitimate, so Jaybird would be normal on that one, according to what the stats are.
But I do think there are certain things that you could guide you.
All right, flip-flop Fred.
Not flip-flop Fred. Layered Larry is what I am. Not flip-flop Fred.
Okay, what about this? Are you normal? Putting your kid on a child leash in public is wrong. Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
Disagree.
I think it's
If
wrong.
you've got a runner and you need to put him on a leash like I did at Mardi Gras, it's perfectly acceptable.
I think it's wrong.
You think it's wrong?
It's way better than losing your kid if you've got a runner.
It's real close. Only 51% agree that it's wrong.
Hey, I don't have a dog in this fight.
And you don't have a kid, so you're not allowed to vote.
You're right.
Shut up, sit
Said
down.
knows Jaybird doesn't have a kid. Emails to Kevin. He reads them.
Okay, what about this? If we don't talk the day of our plans, they're canceled.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah.
If I make plans with you, I write it in my calendar.
Right.
And it's the Bible, baby.
Now, I will say if it is something along the line, if we make plans on Wednesday and I don't hear if we make plans on Wednesday for Saturday and we don't talk about it, on Saturday morning, I'm still expecting to do something, but I am on high alert that something weird's going on. This may not happen.
I'm going to text you and say, hey, see you later. Are we still on? Like, if it's in the calendar, I am doing it.
Yeah, I would expect, even if we didn't talk, I would still expect you to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33% agree. And so that is the minority. So a majority of people believe that, yeah, you don't have to confirm the day of you have plans.
What was your answer on the leash?
On the leash, on whether or not it's, if you're a parent, you want to do it, and that's all you can do to keep up with your kid, I'm okay with you doing it.
As long as you don't tie it around their neck, I'm cool.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
They have
I get
those
that.
backpack ones now that I got for Rocco. It's like a little monkey backpack. And so you're tricking them into thinking they're wearing a little cute stuffed animal backpack.
Yeah.
And it's really a harness and a leash.
Yeah.
There's times after cocktails and karaoke when we were actually doing it, me and Virginia should have been on a leash.
Yeah, you're right. I thought about it.
I'm not even kidding you. All right, I think I've changed my answer. Flip-flop Fred's back.
And what do you think about this? Monogamy goes against human nature. Do you agree or disagree?
I
Meaning
agree.
like, yeah, we just can't be monogamous.
I agree.
We're animals.
I agree. I think
Okay.
it's something that can be done, but it goes against your human nature.
Okay. All right, what do you think, Jay Bird?
I agree with that,
Okay, you agree with that.
but I also want to kind of debate it too. These are good topics. They're layered, Kevin.
They are. You're right. There's some depth in these.
There's really no yes or no here.
Well, Kevin's happy you approve of his bit.
I know.
What, you can't get compliments anymore?
No.
I would not mess with me today. I got a tiger shirt on. Arr, arr.
And he's a Taurus.
Yeah.
You are a Taurus.
All of us are alike, Kevin. There's no difference in any of us.
You come bullheaded and strong. You are a Taurus.
You got a lot of nerve, lady.
Leo is the same, but different.
What's Leo? What's your thing?
Ballsy, leader.
Annoying, obnoxious, drunk.
Yep. All check.
Oh, yeah, okay, Leo.
Yeah, 20% agree with the monogamy goes against human nature stance. And that's the minority. So a majority of people believe, no, monogamy does not go against human nature. 80% say that.
The younger you are, the more it goes against human nature. Because when you're filled with the youthful sex hormones, I say it's going to be very difficult.
Okay. All right.
You're going to have to
Virginia has
fight
spoken.
temptation.
But I think people can do it and
Oh,
love it and
absolutely.
enjoy it.
And you might argue, say, I believe in monogamy, but you could still say that and be like, I believe you're fighting against human nature to do so.
That's what I'm saying.
We're like the vampires from True Blood. We don't want to eat the people, so we're drinking that fake ass blood. Does that make bad analogy?
Real bad.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm
I
saying
am completely left in the dark.
Now you're not Flip Flop Fred. You're confusing Carl. You keep changing your name.
He came out of this whole segment with 3 alter egos.
Not a good look.
You're right. All right, I am ready to laugh. It is time for another round of producer Denny's Joke Jury. His job is to get us to laugh here today.
Look at Dennys with his new shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is that? A PlayStation outfit?
Yeah, I just picked it up.
My boy looking like he's going to prom.
It's very departure.
I'd say
from-
more 8th grade dance.
You wouldn't normally wear something like that.
No,
It's showing off the guns. Look, it's tight on his
Yeah,
guns.
it is. He looks great. He looks chiseled.
Oh, you forget we're going into summer, so I switched it up to the summer colors, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
that
no,
worked.
you look like a badass. Ain't no one going to mess with us.
Yeah.
A lot of it is the pastels right now.
Lovely.
All right, well, here we go. Denny's is ready to crack you up. He's handcrafted some jokes here, and we will be the judges to let them know if they're funny or not.
The audience is in a good mood.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
ready to laugh.
Alright,
You can
well,
see
we're
it.
good.
Lay it on us.
All right, what we got here, Denny's?
What kind of music do angsty woodland creatures listen to?
Angsty woodland creatures. I don't know. What kind of music do they listen to?
Skunk rock. Skunk rock music.
Not punk? Skunk? Here's another woodland creature.
Now that's comedy.
Damn, you got riggied.
I got riggied. Oh, first joke.
That's tough when the audience is funnier than the comedian.
Oh, come on, all right, go. This is warming up here. Come on.
Warming
You
up.
got this.
Just
Here.
warming up.
Just don't think about the
Come on
stakes.
now. All right.
Second joke for you guys. What party card game does Bread play during quarantine?
I don't know. What does it play?
Carbs Against Humanity.
Okay.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
He's bringing us back.
It's getting
Virginia didn't give a laugh. She gave a, oh, okay.
It's getting there.
You're
Come
simmering.
on.
You're simmering.
We're circling comedy.
He's ramping up. He's almost there.
Trying to bring it around.
Yeah.
Let's see about this one. Third joke. Why was Dr. Frankenstein in such good shape?
I don't know, why was he in such good shape?
Because he was a bodybuilder.
Built bodies? Yeah.
Dr. Frankenstein.
He built Frankenstein. No,
I guess I don't know enough about Frankenstein to get it.
Mary Shelley.
You didn't even get the from Virginia?
I gotta tell you what though, he looks good in that shirt. That shirt
The
though.
new shirt.
That
No.
Old act.
He gets that bought you 3 bad jokes. Yeah.
Finish on a medium note.
Yeah.
All right, we'll finish a medium to lukewarm note here. Fourth joke. How do Olive Garden executives conduct their Zoom meetings?
I don't know. How do they conduct their Zoom meetings?
Bottomless.
Okay.
That's topical, right?
Smart comedy.
You're
Okay.
playing to your crowd. The bird loves Bottomless and Olive Garden.
I do love Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And final joke for you. What did Jack Nicholson say to Tom Cruise, who didn't want to sit at the bar?
I don't know. What did he say to him?
You can't handle the booth.
Okay. All right. I bought back into it.
That's good.
Okay.
That's real good.
Who is legit? Virginia, you should have the inside scoop on this round because it's about celebrity parties.
Okay, I've always wanted to go to one.
We've got 2 people on here claiming to have gone to some pretty spectacular celebrity soirees. One of them, though, is completely lying, and you have to try to figure out which one is legit. The first person we're talking to here is Miss Gala. We're going to go with that name. Hello, Miss Gala.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Doing good. And we also have Miss Soiree. Hello, Miss Soiree.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
Okay.
Miss Gala or Miss Soiree. Now, I think as far as the questions go, really the biggest thing that we just need to do is to hear whose party did you go to, where was it, and who did you see? We'll start with you, Miss Gala.
So the best party I ever went to, Partied plural, was at Diddy's house, and on Star Island in Miami Beach.
Okay.
And who did I see?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the next?
Yeah, like who did you see? Who was there when you went there?
Oh gosh, Leonardo DiCaprio was there. Russell Simmons. I've seen Jay-Z, LL Cool J, Ashton. I mean, it's P Diddy.
Yeah.
Everyone was there.
Okay. All right. So she said that she was going to Diddy's place on Star Island. What about you, Miss Soiree? Where were the parties you went to, and who were some of the people that you saw there?
Well, I actually went to a celebrity golf tournament, and we ended up going to the Playboy Mansion. At the Playboy Mansion, I got to meet Sean Kemp, Dwight Clark, everybody from the sports at that time was there. This was like 10 years ago. There was a lot of TV celebrities. Matt Damon was there. Obviously, he's a movie guy. But there was also that pasty white guy from Spin City at the time. I can't remember his name. He was really mean, though. But
if you're pasty, you probably need to be nicer to people. Kevin.
He was totally mean. He expected everybody to basically just love him. But yeah, no, I went to the Playboy Mansion and just met a bunch of people there.
Okay.
Lingerie party.
Okay, lingerie party. The next thing that I would like to know is, was there a story that kind of stood out? Anything that you saw that, like, maybe Virginia would want to cover in her Dirt of the Day, a tabloid
yes, ladies.
type thing? We'll go back to Miss Gala, who supposedly went to the Diddy parties on Star Island. Anything that you saw there that might be entertainment gossip worthy?
Yes, actually. One time there was a very intoxicated female who threw a drink on Jay-Z, and he, of course, was very upset, and he had her, removed. That was kind of the big talk of the night. I'm not going to say who she was. I worked in a modeling agency during this time, and she was also a model.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of the hot gossip for the night, is that she had to be removed by like 3 people.
Wow. Okay, that's a feisty gal there, if it took 3 people. Miss Soiree, anything you saw that would be tabloid worthy at the Playboy Mansion party you went to?
Do you guys know what the grotto is?
Yes.
At the Playboy Mansion?
We do.
Bodies. Just bodies of people in the grotto for the lingerie party. There was a lot of drinking, and there was a lot of other extracurricular activities going on in there.
Were they going full gorilla in the pool? In the grotto area?
So it was like an orgy?
Yes.
Dang.
It lives up to its hype. I am not lying.
Did you partake?
I walked in and got a little frisky, but then walked out.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. You got frisky? What does that
So
mean?
like second base?
Like, no. Like, I walked in and felt like a little frisky, but then I was just like, no, and walked back out. I got scared. I'm not going to lie. I got scared.
It is kind of gross when you think about it. If everyone in the pool is doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a little too much for me. I was like, I actually stuck in. I wasn't supposed to be in there until I was 21, but I was 20 at the time. So I was like, yeah, no, and I walked out.
Okay, interesting. Virginia, do you have a question for either Miss Gala from the Diddy party or Miss Soiree?
I do. So I want to hear what the alcohol setup was like. What did they have? What were they serving? Did they have any cool special things? I'm always impressed by if they have like one of those ice luges.
Okay.
Anything like that, girls?
Okay, Miss Gala from the Diddy party, what did they have there?
Well, this was in the mid-2000s, and Diddy had just launched the Ciroc vodka. So that was everywhere, of course, and there was a lot of beautiful women walking around, giving shot girls, open bar, champagne fountains.
Ooh.
It was just, this is top of the line. A lot of these parties were like white parties, they were very classy, all beautiful women. Lots and lots of big names. It was,
Okay.
All
right. Okay.
Alcohol.
All right. Miss Soiree, what was the booze set up at the Playboy Mansion?
It was actually open bar, top shelf, everything with bunnies actually serving.
Okay. Would you rather have bunnies or Diddy's chicks?
It was nice.
Okay. Jaybird, do you have a question to try to figure out which one of these stories is actually legit? One of them is telling the truth. One of them is completely making up.
I mean, I already know who I feel like I already know the truthful one.
You think you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and really expose them.
Okay, tell me what kind of food that was at these parties. What were you eating? What was allowed for the regular people? Were celebrities eating something different? Was it like a smorgasbord buffet style?
Okay. All right. What about Diddy's food? What do we have going on there, Miss Gala?
Everybody kind of ate the same type of thing. It was, table after table of food. There were caterers there. Someone would help you with anything that you had if you had a question, there was always someone there to answer. If you needed something, there was somebody there to serve you. But everybody ate the same. Nobody was kind of singled out like, oh, well, this is the A-list table over here. We were all allowed to partake.
Exposed herself right there.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if Miss Soiree can bring it home. Miss Soiree, what do they have for food at the Playboy Mansion?
Well, since this is a 2-day event celebrity golf tournament, we did a luncheon the first day we were there, and it was sandwiches. Like, you would go in, and it had a chef, stand behind pieces of meat, and he would carve whatever type of meat you wanted, and then you could actually just go down and make a sandwich for yourself. It wasn't exactly all completely catered or anything like that.
Okay.
But the meat was absolutely, I can't even explain. It was so good.
Okay. All right.
Tasty meat.
Okay.
I bet there was.
Jaybird thinks it is the Playboy Mansion story that's legit. Virginia, what are you thinking?
I agree with the bird. I think they both did a great job.
They did, but the specifics on the food.
Yes,
she talked
the
about
food,
meat.
yeah.
The first girl, she didn't have any kind of specific about the food.
Well, she's a model. Maybe she didn't eat.
They're not allowed to, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. You weren't allowed to touch it. You didn't pay attention to the food.
You get a lettuce leaf. Here you go.
They don't want a girl crammed into this over there eating hoagies.
I think about that.
Yeah. We've got two people here claiming to be telling the truth. One only is legit. Miss Gala talking about going to Diddy parties in the 2000s at his place on Star Island in Miami. Talking about all the celebrities that were there, the Ciroc vodka that they served, the fact that a girl threw a drink on Jay-Z and got whisked out of the party pretty quick. Miss Soiree was talking about these celebrities that was at the Playboy Mansion. And Jaybird noted how she talked about how delicious the meat was and the sandwiches they carved.
Very specific with the food.
Talked about going into the grotto and said that the stories you hear are true. It was basically an orgy that was going on there. Now, people in the chat room right now, here's some of the comments. Somebody said, security at the Playboy Mansion parties were super strict. You just don't end up in the grotto without an invite or at the party itself.
Oh.
She had said we were at a golf tournament, just wound up at the Playboy Mansion.
She could have had access, though, from the golf tournament.
She just sounded so legit.
Somebody else said, so we're supposed to believe that she just turned around and left, as she said, in the grotto. And somebody thought the Playboy Mansion story was too much. I think it's the other, which would be Miss Gala.
Well, I'm digging my heels in. I'm sticking with Playboy.
Why are you wearing high heels?
I feel strong.
Virginia, your Playboy Mansion as well?
I am. I think Soiree was telling the story. I think they both did good, though.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Miss Soiree from the Playboy Mansion, is your story legit?
It is.
Yeah!
Wow.
It was the food.
It was the food that did it, huh?
It was, man.
Okay, very
And
nice.
I did model back then, and trust me, we all ate. It was really good.
We all ate.
Really drunk, and we needed to eat.
That's fascinating stuff. Well, thank you very much, Miss Gala, for coming on and trying to fool us.
Absolutely.
Thank
You
you
guys are too
guys
good.
for having me on. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the celebrity golf tournament actually ended up having the parties. That was part of the draw, is to be invited to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it was part of the whole thing together, and we ended up doing the 2 parties with the celebrity golf tournament, and it was fantastic and a lot of fun, and most everybody was really nice.
Did you see Hef while you were at the party?
Yes, we met Hugh Hefner. I met his sons. They were at the cocktail luncheon thing, And then obviously not. Hef was at the lingerie party, but his sons weren't, obviously.
So if this
But
was...
he just made an appearance at the lingerie party. He wasn't really there long. He just made an appearance and then ended up leaving kind of early.
10 years ago, was that during the Girls Next Door era?
It was real early for the Girls Next Door. If they were there, I don't know, to be honest with you.
All right.
But the Playmates were super nice. I don't know if they're contractually obligated to be super nice, but they really were. They seemed like kind of nice. The celebrities were really cool. Like I said, that one guy, he was kind of a butthead. I was going to say something else, but but yeah, the grotto was like that. And yes, the security is really tight. There's a part of the house you're not allowed into.
Okay, yeah, I figured.
But yeah, you're not. There's a part of the house that you're actually not allowed into. But I kind of snuck in, and I almost got thrown out.
Wow.
My girls that I was with ended up talking to a couple of security guards, and while they were talking, I was drunk.
Good for you.
I just snuck into the house and started walking around.
I love that.
Wow,
It was really fun.
that is very cool. Well, thank you very much for getting a hold of us, and thanks for the story.
Oh, thanks, guys. Have a great morning. I love y'all.
You
love
too.
you
Love
too.
you.
That's great.
I love the idea of when you get drunk, you all of a sudden think you're a secret agent and you should sneak around.
You definitely expand the boundaries of where you're supposed to be.
It's kind of exciting.
You think you're better than what you are.
Yeah,
Right.
that's typically how it goes, right?
Yeah.
That's fun. If you have a good story like that and you want to be on Who Is Legit, we need people with great stories, interesting careers, professions, things that you've done. You can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.
So what have you been doing in quarantine? Tell us with our mic drop feature on the free WRMF app. Get it at the App Store, and we could use yours on the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
All right, time for you to adopt the KVJ Show on YouTube right now. You can watch KVJ TV. It's a raise your hand poll where you can find out the interesting stats of the KVJ Show and our salacious behavior. Then, coming up a little bit later on the After the Show podcast, we do live at 11 on Facebook and YouTube. You can hear the stories behind these confessions.
Yeah, Jason will tell you all the real reasons why he had to raise his hand so many times.
So many times.
Someone's got to raise their hand. You're born asses.
Puddin' brings it.
Okay, the first one that we have here, raise your hand if you have ever intentionally dined and dashed. Intentionally dined and dashed. Be like, hey, we can get out of here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Intentionally dined and dashed. Okay. 0% of the show.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I mean,
good.
I started out in food service. That's my roots.
Okay.
So I know what it's like to be on that end of the game. I would never want to hurt a server like that.
Accidentally dined and dashed?
I've seen you do it, Kevin.
I have. Yeah.
Egg
Because
rolls,
I got stuck with the bill.
Yeah.
egg rolls in a purse from a buffet.
No.
But I mean, you paid for it.
That's
Still paid.
stealing.
Okay.
That's not dining and dashing.
Yeah.
I mean, you paid for it.
All right,
so
thanks, Dan.
Take it home with you.
I appreciate that.
I was with a group once with my ex-girlfriend. I didn't even know the group, and it was like a group of 20 of us. We went downtown and ate, and everything was cool, and the entire group left. They dined and dashed. It was me and my ex still there with like 2 other people from the table, and that's when I learned that the waitress has to cover that.
Oh, no way.
That is rough. That happened to that
Wow.
happened to one of my family members.
That's crazy.
Someone dined and dashed on her, and she had to pay for it. That's the first I ever heard of that. Like, that's so unfair.
That's
Why
what I
would you
thought.
ever? Why
I
would
don't
you
like that.
ever want to hurt a waitress like that?
Well, they can't control that either.
No.
What are they supposed to do if they're slammed or in the weeds? You don't know if someone's dining or dashing.
And you can't stop a bunch
No.
of young people that want to run out of a restaurant. Good luck with
well,
that.
maybe old people do it too.
Yeah. I think it's a
They're
young
just a
man.
lot slower. It's easier to catch.
Tackle them.
Yeah. Okay, nobody on that one. All right, how about this? So raise your hand poll. If you've ever worn a furry costume during sexual acts. That was a topic on yesterday's show, and people thought that one person on this show seemed a little too familiar with it to not have done it ever.
We get punished for reading now, Dennys.
Yeah.
Okay, it's between myself, Virginia, Jaybird, Dennys, and Suits. Raise your hand if you have ever done that.
Does that shirt count that Bird's got on?
Oh, yeah, tiger shirt.
The tiger.
He is an animal.
Now,
He's a tiger.
that's different than costumes.
Totally.
That's
Yeah.
different than costumes, baby.
Okay, nobody on that one. So we're at 0% on the second one.
I don't know if I believe everybody.
I've never had furry fun. I'm down. I'd do it if someone was into it. I'll become a little raccoon.
One of my cousin's friends is a furry, and I was in Arizona visiting them, and I didn't realize that was a thing. This is, I mean, gosh, it's got to be like 7 years ago, and I just didn't realize how that works, but they're in costume more so, not just for sexual things. Like, they wear that out in public. At home, they might just wear
Yeah,
the
that's the
bottom half.
fursona.
Wow.
In the house, they wear the whole fur getup minus the helmet or the hat or whatever you would call it. But in public, they wear the whole getup. But at home, they're lounging with the fur outfit on.
Like they go to church with it on?
Yeah, it becomes a major part of their life, and it was very tricky to get used to.
When the offering plate comes around, do they put like acorns in it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why they call it their fursona, because it's a whole thing. It's not just about, we got some messages, guys. It's a lifestyle. It's not always about sex.
Well, I think it's becoming more mainstream now, too, because of the internet culture. And with the esports, a lot of the kids that play esports are kind of like the internet culture.
Yeah.
And funny enough, probably arguably the best Mortal Kombat player currently, who just won the tournament, is a furry. Weird, right?
What does he dress as?
As a fox. It's like a gray fox.
We've learned fox is the #1 furry fetish out there.
We've learned.
We knew for years.
Weird, though, but yeah, the #1 Mortal Kombat.
We are.
We live it.
Whatever, y'all.
You're a down low fox. I
am
know
not-
it.
There's nothing down low about me. I'd be such a high-profiled fox. If I was foxing it up,
okay.
you would know about it.
The people want to know. No one's raising their hand.
I couldn't keep that quiet.
You're a Pandora's box of secrets.
Again, I'm not against... whatever. We'll talk about it later.
All right, raise your hand if you've ever been to a swingers event.
What if it's to pick up a friend?
Oh, that is such a lie.
Well, I won't. I would be remiss if I don't mention I did take a peek in there, but yeah, no, I wasn't invited or exclusive to me.
Well,
but I was picking up a friend who worked at
You've
one.
been to a swingers event.
Yeah. I mean,
Gotta raise your hand.
Yeah, okay.
well, I had to figure out the stipulations.
I
of
got
that.
No,
you.
I have
okay.
not. I have not. Oh,
Yeah.
You started.
No, I was telling him to raise his hand.
Whatever.
Quit making me freakier than what I am. I'll be a raccoon.
Okay, that was all we had, 20%.
I see you as like a beaver.
Okay.
I want you to be a beaver.
I don't hate that either.
Got just a few more here. Raise your hand if you've ever had relations during a station event. A radio station event could be any radio station where we have been.
Snack pack show count?
It's a station
Yeah,
event. In a sense, it's under the umbrella.
I think every guy in the band has.
I know some of the snack bags.
I know at least 2 stories.
Yeah.
Okay. Ever had relations at a station event? You need to raise your hand. Myself, Virginia, Jaybird, Dennys, Suits. All right. We've got one. One hand up. 20% of the show. Okay. And finally, raise your hand if you've ever filmed yourself having relations with someone in the act. It could be any act whatsoever that you've done. Okay. We have 2 hands coyly going into the air and slowly going back down. Okay. That's 40% of the show, 2 out of 5.
I don't think I like this bit anymore.
We won't do it anymore.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to sudden
Damn,
death.
you trying to kill it?
I'm not trying to Virginia the
Yeah,
bit.
right.
I'm not trying to kill it.
That's how Virginia works.
That's my act.
I'd expect it
Step
out of
off.
Virginia.
I'm just kidding. I'm making
Yes.
jokes, Kev.
Okay, I got you. All right, you will find out the stories behind, especially the 2 people that raised their hand about filming themselves. Who were they with? What was going on? What kind of acts did they capture?
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Kind of a crazy story here on how coronavirus has led way to a murder charge. Now, we've heard maybe, or if you've been paying attention to some of these stories going on there about how they're qualifying what exactly is getting credit for a coronavirus death and what's not. And now police in Miami are investigating a man's death from coronavirus as a murder because his death came from complications from a gunshot wound from 1997.
Murder?
Murder is what they say.
Dang.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So wait, he was shot in 97.
Yep.
He died in 2020.
Yep.
And they're making it a murder for the guy that shot him back in the day?
Objection, Your Honor. I don't see this. I don't see you winning.
Well, this is why some people are like, I don't know, man. Some of these deaths we're giving credit to for coronavirus, does that really count? Or does that really a murder? Now, you know, if you look at some of the things that the coronavirus does, they say it basically turns your immune system against itself. And apparently, you know, it compromised his immune system, that gunshot wound. And if he did not have that gunshot wound from 1997, I guess that's what the case would be, trying to prove that if he had not been shot in 1997, he would not have died of coronavirus.
But that'd be like me saying if I end up dying, oh, Virginia shot me in the nards with a paintball.
Right.
That led to this, and then that led to that chain of events, and now I'm dead. I'm suing her.
Yeah, it's too long.
Right.
It should be a statute of limitations.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
On a pre-existing condition.
It seems wacky. That's why it's whacked out.
It's
here.
wacky.
Mm-hmm. Well, the police in Jacksonville had to shut down a Cinco de Mayo tailgate party on Tuesday. It was Cinco de Mayo. It was Taco Tuesday. Just a lot of good things going on. You know, they had kind of started to technically open up a little bit, at least to 25% capacity. And, you know, Jacksonville, they've been going ape poop up there.
Yeah, they're going hard.
Yeah, they are. Filling the beaches, cramming into Cinco de Mayo celebrations. One person told news reporters, I don't even know anybody who knows anybody who has had the virus. So for me, it's hard to say that I'm afraid because, you know what? I'm not afraid.
If I get corona, I get corona.
It's kind of like one of those things.
Yeah, that's kind of it. So they were raiding the party. Yeah, here's maybe a little bit from that party.
Oh, well, 6 feet means different things to many people.
I don't even know anybody who even knows anybody who's had the virus. So for me, it's hard for me to say, well, I'm afraid, because I'm not afraid.
So we're just ready to let our guard down and kind of just do whatever it is we feel like we need to do.
The people are doing all right. Could they do better? Yeah, but I think we're also through this thing.
I go by what I know as a nurse for many years. Just like any other virus, it's got to run its course, and we all have to become, get our immune system built up.
The risk of the coronavirus is a scam.
Okay. All right, there you go. That's the good people of Jacksonville and their thoughts on it. They're going to keep partying, y'all.
They're partying.
All right. I don't know what to say. I'm just going to do me over here.
And another interesting take on their neighbors just to the north, Georgia. I told you about how they canceled the road test for driver's licenses during the pandemic, so all you had to do is get your parents' permission. And 20,000 teenagers have gotten their parents' permission now all over the streets.
What's the updates on Georgia? How are they doing? You were watching them pretty close.
I haven't looked at Georgia in the past couple of days. I was waiting until the full 14 days had run its course to really see.
Just open the window and look north.
Are they?
You see smoke? What's going on?
I don't think we're at 14 days yet.
But restaurants are open and they're pretty much back to normal, right?
Not all of them have chosen to open. Some of them are still not completely open, but I think they are allowed to if they want to.
Got ya.
You remember the 5-year-old Utah boy that stole the car and then took off with a couple bucks in his pocket to drive to California to get a Lamborghini?
Impressive youngster this was.
Very impressive.
5 years old.
5 years old, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was his parents' SUV he took off in to try to go get himself a Lamborghini. He thought he had enough money. Well, the story caught the attention of a neighbor who has now offered him a ride in his own Lamborghini. The neighbor said that he felt encouraged by the kid's story and wanted to show him that his dreams were within reach. So now they've got viral photos from the encounter showing the 5-year-old boy in the front seat smiling and checking out the car, taking a ride up and down his street in the Lamborghini.
Yeah, no, definitely reward that kid.
Yeah.
Absolutely give him the world.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing this right.
Do not discipline him whatsoever. Let him have that Lamborghini ride. What the hell's going on out there?
Corona, bruh.
Oh, my gosh.
A researcher at the University of Pittsburgh who was close to making a significant coronavirus finding is dead after an apparent murder-suicide. The cops think it sounds suspicious, and they are investigating this shortly after the story of those 3 scientists in Russia who all mysteriously fell out of their windows. What is going on? Are people targeting scientists who are coming close to a cure or working on a cure for coronavirus?
What is going on?
I mean, scientists are falling out the window. 5-year-olds are getting rewarded for Lamborghinis.
It sounds suspicious, right?
All of it does. Trust no one.
A guy managed to escape from jail in Chicago. What he did was he paid another inmate $1,000 to take his release date. Then he wore a coronavirus face mask to hide his identity as he left the jail. Nobody noticed, and he walked right out.
Oh, my gosh. That guy is slick.
Well, then when they did the bed check, they're like, hey, where's Johnson? Johnson, hey, yeah, he just walked out.
Did he do that thing like they did in the Escape from Alcatraz movie where they had a fake body in there? The guard checks at night. Oh, he's just sleeping. And they go the next morning, open up the thing, fake body.
They didn't say exactly if he did the fake body trick on him.
Fake body trick, Virginia. Google it.
It's a great time, honestly, if you're trying to hide.
True.
I mean, you got to love this.
The face mask covers a lot.
You're hoping it never goes away. If you're like in the witness protection program, this is perfect for you.
If you're like me, you wear the face mask and the sunglasses.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who you are.
I kind of like it because it makes you look younger.
Okay. There's a guy in North Carolina who mooned some cops. He said he only did it because he's going kind of nuts, being cooped up inside from the coronavirus. So he's blaming mooning cops on his quarantine.
Speaking of moon, how about that full moon?
Oh my gosh, it was big and bright, Kevin.
Yes, it is. In fact, you better enjoy it because it is the last one of the year. It is the super moon, the final one that we're going to have. We've had a few.
Really?
It is going to be the last one, yes, that is going to be here until at least April 2021. So the last one of the year is tonight.
The last super moon.
Yeah, the last super moon, yes.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
But not the last full moon.
No, super moon.
This whacked up news is blowing my mind.
Wait,
Super
no
moon.
more full moons for the rest of the year?
It's like, Kev, is that a typo?
What?
No,
We're all going
super
to die.
moon. Yeah, so enjoy that. That is going to be going off tonight. But if you want a full moon, just wait for a guy from North Carolina to pull his pants down. And a constipated lizard that was hanging around a pizza joint in Cocoa Beach just set a record for poo size.
How did they know he was constipated? Did they ask him?
They didn't. In fact, when they first saw the lizard, they thought it was pregnant.
Oh.
And they kept it and looked over. These are some scientists from the University of Florida that found him out front of a pizza joint there in Cocoa Beach. And when the lizard finally expelled, it was 22 grams of poo, which made up 80% of its body weight.
Whoa.
They say that's the highest feces to body mass ratio ever recorded in a living animal.
Did they do something to get the poo moving? Or did he just naturally finally pass
Probably a
it?
little kaopectate,
that's
olive oil.
He's probably not supposed to be eating pizza, and that's probably what happened. Maybe he was eating pizza.
Jaybird was out there feeding him pizza, and
Yeah.
he made the lizard constipated.
Jaybird loves to feed iguanas pizza. I saw it.
Sorry, y'all. They love pizza. If you're the pizza place, are you pumped about this story? Because people are like, okay, I know that pizza place. Or are you kind of bummed out that you're part of the poop lizard story?
I don't know. Any publicity on this one is good.
Okay,
He passed it. It's a happy ending.
Yeah, you're right. He's now all like lean and mean. Imagine how good you would feel if you passed 80% of your body weight that was poo.
Kevin, I would give you a pinky finger for that.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. I have to think about it.
Okay.
80%.
That's a bold statement. You would give up your pinky? Whatever.
Maybe a pinky toe.
And the one thing that we'd encourage people to do, too, we're doing our own thing for the frontline workers with our charity Little Smiles. We're helping to feed the front line. We are providing meals to medical teams at 11 different hospitals and facilities from Miami to the Treasure Coast. Pretty much all the facilities that the Blue Angels are going to be flying over tomorrow. And if you want to get involved, you can easily just text in a small donation. Even $10 can feed one nurse, doctor, or support team.
Yeah, it really is amazing. At this point, we've done over 2,200 meals. So this is like 2,200 times a nurse or doctor on the front lines smiled and felt awesome because you guys donated money to give them a little free lunch, free dinner, a little hot meal to put a smile on their face. That's what it's all about, baby.
Absolutely. And you can just text Give Smiles to 44321. That's Give Smiles to 44321. And there you go. It's that simple. You can help out. Well, we got lots of heroes that we need to salute, even outside of the frontline workers, and some good news, things to lift your spirits. The USDA is buying $470 million worth of surplus meat, dairy, produce, and seafood from American farmers to donate to food banks.
Love that.
Yeah, that is really big because I'd heard about how much food was going to waste. And to have them do that is really great. And I heard that Publix is pretty much jumping in and doing the same thing, that they're buying a lot of that food that is out there that was going to waste, and they're going to be giving it to South Florida food banks.
Amazing.
Yeah, so Publix is jumping in there and doing that as well. There's also a new bill in Congress that would forgive student loan debt for all medical professionals who are helping coronavirus patients.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's beautiful.
Shouldn't you get something out of this for what you're doing?
Amen.
Dealing with the day-to-day stress and everything you're having to go through. JetBlue for the airline is stepping up too. They're giving away 100,000 pairs of round-trip flights to healthcare workers across the U.S.
I love it.
And what you can do to get one, you can nominate a healthcare hero on the airline's website.
Oh, I'm going to nominate my sister.
You should, yeah.
When all this is done, girl needs a vacation.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get a paid vacation for everybody that's had to deal with this garbage.
Amen.
And this is an odd little thing that I guess needs to be celebrated. Therapy alpacas.
Yeah, this is a growing trend, man.
I don't know a lot about the alpaca. Are they sweet beasts?
That's a good question.
Because the llamas are not, and they kind of look the same. The llamas are kind of jerks.
They were not the most friendly of creatures.
They spit on Jason's face.
Yeah, they. That's not very coronavirus friendly either. I mean, you shouldn't be spitting in people's face.
This was years ago.
Yes, now, yeah.
This was my first, I think, week on the air.
Well, they're taking these therapy alpacas to a lot of assisted living facilities in California.
Huh.
Okay.
So the alpaca is practicing social distancing from the elderly people, but because he's so big, maybe they can see him better?
Yeah,
and it makes them happy?
And they make the alpaca wear a mask.
That's a good idea. You can't be too careful with these kind of things.
You better hope they don't spit like their cousin, the llama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the llama really, and not to keep harping on this, but really was a real jerk.
He lives quite a letdown.
You're so hopeful.
Well, llama's was one of my favorite animals.
Yeah. So hopeful for a positive experience. It just didn't turn out that way.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Talking about the things that you missed from when you were younger. Somebody texted and said, yeah, I used to be able to drink until 3 a.m., then wake up at 6 for work, and then feel like $1 million, and then go do it again the next night. Now I drink some wine, and I wake up with a headache. It's terrible.
And it's only going to get worse, my friend.
It is. It's so like now everything I do, I have to watch the clock, be like, oh, it's too late for Dad to have a drink.
We did.
Gosh, it's terrible.
We did one of those cocktail hours. This is just the ones that we did virtually at our house. And I had a hangover for about 2.5 days after.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, what happens to your body as you get older with the booze? And I would say probably mid-30s, early 30s, you start noticing, wait, something's a little bit wrong here. And then mid-30s, yeah, and by where I am now, mid-40s, it really, every ounce of booze I take into my body, well, I got to add that up with my body weight and divide it by the time. And yet it's a theory now that I have to put together.
If you are sensitive to wine, too, and you find that, man, wine is giving me a hangover, but I love it, do some research. You can find organic wines and wines with less additives and wines that have less of the funk that they say gives you that hangover, and you can buy different brands and make it less impactful.
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss Polar Cup. You'd be outside playing, and all of a sudden you see the Polar Cup vehicle drive by. You get your ices.
Oh, is that a name of Ice Cream Man.
It was, but they specialized in these slushies. If you grew up in South Florida, you should know Polar Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And they were not the one where I talk about where my brother got the fingernail in. This was the high-budget version of that.
Okay.
Or the toenail. There was a really good Polar Cup one.
Toenail cup, not as fun.
And then there was a low-rent one that had the toenails in their slushy. But Polar Cup was really good. They always had lemon available and lemon and watermelon. So I'm really excited. Sorry.
They had lemon and lemon.
lemon and lemon. I'm an idiot.
All the variety.
Are you going to have lemon or lemon?
Did I really just say they had lemon and lemon?
You did.
They had lemon and watermelon, Virginia.
Yes, the good times.
I miss it. I miss
the
it.
good times. Yeah, we had our Ice Cream Man. I know now it's Kona Ice. They've kind of taken over the Polar Cups. I haven't seen Polar Cups.
Kona Ice was in my neighborhood on Sunday.
That's kind of the new
They're
real
killing
deal. Yeah, and I don't know. I haven't seen any other ice cream trucks really going around, like any brands. When I was a kid, it was called Schwan. We had the Schwan Man. He would drive around. That was about all we had. And then I think the Good Humor Man, when I was in New York, that's who would drive around there.
We had a van in Lake Park that looked so predatory. It just was. It wasn't. It wasn't a good van, man. It had, the window was cracked.
That's what you usually get now. I still see a few of those, and I'm like, yeah, if they don't have like a brand name and somebody has written the menu out with like a marker
Sharpie
on the side of the van, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Things are taped over with duct tape because they ran out.
I don't feel like a responsible father if I let my kid order from that.
Well, they had posters, but it would like half the poster would be up.
It's peeled off.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like the right move.
Keep driving, Toenail Cup.
Yeah.
I'll try that Kona again. I know I had it for Rocco's birthday, but I don't remember.
Yeah, we started putting rum in it at Rocco's birthday, and it turned real quick.
Rocco's first birthday party was the biggest rager I'd been at in 15 years.
It was the biggest one since Magnolia's first birthday.
I'm not even kidding you.
We talk about new businesses taking off. I'm just kind of curious. Do you think that we could see a resurgence of the Ice Cream Man, where you would get together a fleet of cool, fun ice cream trucks? I'm trying to think right now, other than Kona Ice, I don't know of the one that I see that drives around that has, where you could get maybe they do exist. I just
Maybe
don't remember that I
do.
see them too often.
I don't see them either.
It feels like there's a hole in the market here where if you really put together and you had a great concept, something fun and just cool, and maybe there are weird things flying off the truck, the kids, that could really work. That might play right now.
But what's not going to play is that murderous soundtrack they always have. The ding-da-dong, that murder, ding-da-dong, that murder.
No.
We got to get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
You got to bump some good tunes.
Yes.
Maybe do Kids Bop.
That's kind of creepy too. It makes me feel weird. They're singing these scandalous songs, but they change the words out.
Kids like it though. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. What would you play if you want to get kids going? And the only thing is, I'd say play Disney songs, but they'll probably get you on that cease and desist pretty quick.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could do a deal with them and it plays RMF.
Maybe. I don't know.
Is the boss listening right? Whose ass are you kissing right now?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of curious
Kissing
too.
your ass.
We've done a couple bits. Could you imagine the Ice Cream Man playing some of the stuff we do on this show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, wait, what's going on?
After we're off the air, not us, maybe just the music.
If someone knows where the Ice Cream Man is at, or woman, not trying to be sexist, let us know. I drive to the neighborhood. That's not creepy, is it?
Yeah.
Hey,
in your truck?
Where's the Ice Cream Man?
You imagine how nervous they'd be if you looked in your rearview mirror and this dude with that hat and that tiger shirt in that truck is trailing you? Oh, I call 911, be like, I don't know what's behind me, but clearly they're up to no good.
Hey, kids, where's the Ice Cream Man?
He's got Elvis glasses on. Yeah. Petty beard ain't going to work out. Well, there's a yet another TikTok challenge that is out there. This one I like better than the one we read yesterday, the Pee Your Pants challenge.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No. Well, would you do this one? The latest TikTok trend has mothers flashing their breastfed babies and recording their hilarious reactions. It's called the Drop 'em Out TikTok Challenge. So you take your breastfeeding child, put them there in their little chair or whatever it might be, and you go, woo, and you flash them, and the kid's like, ah. Because to them, it's a feeding receptacle, and they get all excited. It's the drop them out challenge.
Now, do you see the boobies or is the camera behind the mama?
Well, what I imagine is probably the ones that are going to go the best and get the most likes. You're going to probably see, hot young mom underboob, right?
Probably. I'm not. What's the guidelines on TikTok? Are you allowed to show nakedness?
I haven't seen nudity.
I don't
They
see
do.
a lot of nudity on TikTok.
No, it's not nudity, but they do have a lot of really vulgar, at least some of the videos I see, language in the songs.
The language can be vulgar, but can you see booby? I haven't seen any.
Okay, well, if you're not seeing it, it's not there then, because you would see it. If boob was allowed, they would be booming it up.
Yeah, as I'm
Or
scanning,
butting it up.
as I'm scanning through a lot of the highlights, I'm not seeing anything at all. It's just right now kids getting excited. In fact, a lot of the kids are just kind of like not even reacting. So I think it's just an opportunity for moms to whip out their boobs.
And I guess we support this, right?
Not gonna hate on it now.
Yeah.
What's the naked challenge on TikTok? I stumbled upon that in my searchings.
That one got you going? Yeah, there's a lot of interesting TikTok challenges. That's all you need now. Just follow an ice cream truck in your truck, watching TikTok and playing the videos.
Can you be naked on TikTok? That's a great question.
I'm Googling it. I'm not seeing anything yet.
Does that mean you're going to get a TikTok? We're going to have the bird, naked as a jaybird challenge later?
Hold on now. Yeah, it's not looking good, guys. It's not.
I haven't seen
no
blatant
nakedness.
nudity
Yeah.
Oh, man, we don't get the baby bird? I need it.
You do not need. All right, Mama. Take it easy. You're here.
Sorry, quarantine. I don't know.
Talking about the ice cream delivery system, and maybe this is something that if you're looking for an idea right now, I jump on it. I just don't have time. They said Royal Palm Ice Cream right now is prepping to wrap for a food truck that sells gourmet ice cream like their store. The store is still open, but I mean, yeah, if you could start rolling through neighborhoods with all the kids now, especially home, it's getting hotter outside.
Sell it by the cup, sell it by the pint.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's not a bad idea. But the big question, what would you play musically that, you want to play something safe? I mean, I guess you could probably play, popular songs. Just make sure you don't have any dirty.
I would play pop hits.
Yeah.
I would play pop contemporary hits.
Does this work? The sounds of the ocean?
No.
I hear it.
Jupiter Heights on Sundays. Ice cream truck is going to be there.
Okay.
Probably they're doing that as a regular thing. So, and I know you were saying Kona Ice. Somebody said, Kona Ice is a corporate thing. So, if we could get somebody doing it locally to do it, because I don't think Kona Ice is based in South Florida.
They're franchised. So the people that own the local one are absolutely local people.
Oh, they are local people.
Yeah, Meg, I know her.
Oh, okay.
I mean, now you're name dropping Kona Ice people.
That's
and
great.
she's like 9.5 months pregnant. So I believe in supporting a pregnant person still out there grinding and hustling at 9 months pregnant.
I'll tell Ryan who texted us, you're wrong. He said it's a
wrong.
corporate.
Well, it's a franchise thing.
And it's local, right?
Yeah, she lives right here.
Somebody who said they were born and raised here locally in South Florida said they've never heard of Polar Cup.
Polar Cup?
Bird.
How have you not heard of Polar Cup? Can somebody please back me up? There's got to be one call. Someone's got to have called Polar Cup?
Oh, the Polar Cup lines are...
Not yet. Not yet. You know how maybe one of the best business ideas right now would be to bring back the old traditional ice cream man. Have a nice, good-looking truck with quality ice cream, not the sketch kind of stuff with the murder music playing. It's going to frighten the kids, and we know Kona Ice is doing it, and they're doing great, but this would be more of just, the regular ice creams that you get, ice cream sandwiches and the cones and all that stuff.
They do snow cones, so it's the shaved ice with the syrup.
Yes.
You're talking about ice cream.
I'm talking about, yes, if we did the ice cream truck, that's what we would be doing, is serving those things where Kona Ice just does the ice
I
stuff.
support all of them. I would eat every single one that drove through my neighborhood right now.
And that's why all of us South Floridians love the Polar Cup. They had those variety. There was just a vibe
They had
about
lemon and lemon.
They had many flavors.
Mm-hmm.
They had many flavors, man.
I heard all they had was lemon.
Well, lemon was their best. Although I did like the orange. You have little pieces of the fruit in there, Virginia.
Okay.
It's good.
We've also got some people backing you up here about Polar Cup. Melody from West Palm Beach. In fact, they used to have a regular, I think, physical store, and then they'd have the Polar Cup trucks from what I'm seeing with the text messages. What do you know about Polar Cup, Melody?
Yes, Jason is right. They had Polar Cup. It used to be set up on Military Trail, just a little south of Gun Club, right there, and that's where they would go load their trucks up and go out on the street and sell Polar Cups.
Was your
right across from Toyota?
Was your favorite flavor lemon or was it lemon?
My favorite was lemon. Yes.
Okay, yes.
Double lemon.
Okay.
Thank you for backing me up. They were looking at me like I was crazy in here.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just every day.
No, there's a lot of love for it. In fact, some people are saying Boynton Beach, they would come by Seacrest Boulevard there from 95 to 1990. Okay, they go back in time.
And just like that, as quick as they came in, as quick as they left. They were gone. They left. They were. We took it hard.
Something is waxing nostalgic over here. He's looking up in the sky and talking, Kevin. I'm worried
I
about
was just saying it's a big part of my life, and then they left. They were gone.
Somebody said I went to Cardinal Newman High School, and the truck would come to our school, Polar Cup truck. Somebody said, yes, the Polar Cup truck was in Broward County. They had trucks. It was amazing. One for there. And Patty said, yes, at Lighthouse Point, we had the Polar Cup truck. So it sounds like they're all over South Florida.
And there'd be some days where, you're like, where's the Polar Cup? It's 3:30. And it wouldn't show up. And it was utter devastation in the town of Lake Park.
Tim is on here from Jupiter. Tim, you're a big fan of Polar Cup?
Yeah, I absolutely am. And I had to come to Penny's rescue. I played ball with Penny, but Polar Cup was definitely a local favorite.
Is this Tim Smith?
Yeah, buddy.
What's up, brother? I played ball with this cat.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
How you been?
Been well. I saw you guys not too long ago. I was at Blue Martini, but that was pre-quarantine, so
Yeah.
here we are.
The old life.
I'm sure we were sober.
Okay. Sounds like, boy, with all the nostalgia of Polar Cup, sounds like we need to bring that back.
I agree. I mean, we're talking old ices. I got old ball players calling in.
So where are the Polar Cup people today? Are they still local? Did they just retire with their fortune?
No idea.
Tim Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I knew. I guess, at some point they just were gone, and I don't know.
She left us.
We miss them, though.
She left us, and she's not coming back, Bird. Deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Someone's going through it.
It is. Old nostalgia.
She's not coming back.
Nice to hear from you, Tim.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Your husband Panda had sent in the Mr. Softy. He said that's what he was getting. The ice cream man used to be Mr. Softy around here if you want those.
Yes, he loves Mr. Softy.
He was suggesting this for the Mr. Softy ice cream truck theme. That sounds like a theme from It.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that is terrifying. Yeah, we need to do different things with the ice cream man music.
Sounds like he's hiding under your bed with an axe.
Yeah. Oh, and don't forget, it's ice cream person.
Yeah, I know.
So come on, we can't say man anymore.
Did somebody get on you?
No, I know.
He's preemptively.
I know somebody just woke who's woke, and so wait a minute, I gotta get a hold of them.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, waxing nostalgic over here, going back to the old days of the ice cream trucks and everything else, but apparently it might be the new days of the ice cream trucks. Somebody just sent in a photo a second ago. The old school Mr. Softy truck is now zipping through Stewart neighborhoods.
Wow, don't tell Panda that.
Yeah, the guy's from New Jersey. It's totally legit, and the kids love it. So
wow.
they're kind of, I really think that could be a great business right now with the environment we have going on.
I got to get an icy or a slushy of some sort today. It's priority one.
Somebody said the recipe for the Polar Cup is on Pinterest.
Oh.
Virginia.
I'm already making you cookies and bread pudding. Do you want to go into diabetic shock?
I just want to enjoy the weekend.
I love the exchange that happened to start off the show here. Jay Bird comes in because he's been eating too many cupcakes. So he comes
Cases.
in. Yeah, he comes in and gives Virginia his cupcakes, and then she hands him back some cheesy potatoes. And I'm like, kind of really just canceled each other out here.
Well, he said he wanted to go from sweets to savory, carby, and salty.
Okay.
So we did an exchange.
I gotta make some changes. I get that. Stop emailing me that I need to make changes. I know I do. I get it.
I tell you, I keep seeing these stories. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it seems like science is tap dancing on figuring out how to turn off parts of our body that we don't like storing fat and obesity and things like that. They say that they have successfully disabled a gene responsible for obesity. Now, they've been doing this with mice and checking this out in mouse cells and preventing mice apparently from becoming obese even after feeding them boxes of cupcakes and cheesy potatoes.
No way.
Yeah.
What is the name of this drug and where do I sign up for the human trial?
And I mean, how happy is that mouse?
To me, this is the thing that would be a life changer. You talk about the diet pansy. Fat Kev would come out in a big way to the point where I think I would shock Jaber, where he'd just be like, I can't believe this.
The level of consumption.
What I would be eating. Oh my gosh. It would be unreal. If I could just pour anything I wanted into my pie hole and I'm not going to see any kind of bad effects on the body. Oh my gosh.
It just sounds too good to be true.
I know it is too. It's definitely too good to be true. And probably what it would be is you'd be like, well, you're not going to get your vitamins, nutrients, all the stuff you need. But still, just for me to completely guilt-free go and just build the ultimate dessert and start having dessert with every meal again. Oh my goodness.
If Fat Kevin really did come around, that would personally be the second coming. For me, I'm like,
he's your Jesus.
I'm like, oh my gosh, he has risen.
That's a T-shirt right there. Fat Kevin is my Jesus.
Yes. I'm not even kidding you. I think, oh my god.
It took me 30 years to rise again, but yes.
I feel like I would hear, the trumpets. I'm like, oh my gosh, he has finally come.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
Fat Kevin is my Jesus.
He really is.
Fat Jesus. That really would be amazing.
Is he in like Jesus robes and Birkenstocks?
It's everything.
But he's real fat.
But it's good because, if you got plump, it would just totally fill itself out naturally. It was the first moo-moo, Virginia.
I love a moo-moo.
I just want him to come back.
But you wouldn't need it. Yeah, so if that really happened, that would be amazing. Now, I think what they're doing is they're doing it for medical reasons. People that they're watching their weight, they're trying to eat right and do all that kind of stuff, and it's just not working. I think, unfortunately, the people who need it get it first, not the people who are selfish and just want to eat, Sundays and whatnot. But great timing.
Sorry.
The song ends. He grabs his chips right into the microphone.
It was on purpose.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
We got a bag of Fritos over there.
Yeah, they're not that
I tell
good.
him a story about how science is getting close to slowing down that obesity gene, and you can't get fat anymore according to science. And then boom, look at he goes right to the vending machine and gets the Fritos, Virginia.
They are.
He's trying to challenge science.
Yeah, I got the wrong kind. These are a little. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not eating them all. I'm picking my moments.
Okay.
I'm not eating them all. Mm-hmm. Got to crawl before you can run.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Something else that's a little bit bizarre from science, other than trying to keep mice from getting fat. I don't know if you saw this, but in Belgium, they got a study now where they found the antibodies in the blood from a llama named Winter seem to block coronavirus from infecting cells.
Really?
So apparently the cure to this whole thing is llama blood.
What?
That's crazy.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Is this real?
Anymore in this world, I don't know what's real and what's not. I feel like I'm going through a dream where it's like, the world's going to be saved by llama blood. I mean, that's basically where we are now.
You have no idea who to trust.
Don't even know. Yeah.
I don't even know what's real. Everything I read, I'm like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
That's not even the craziest headline, though.
No, it's not. Everything's going around.
Coronavirus is cured by llama blood.
Llama blood.
And is it just that one llama, or is any llama blood going to cure?
If it's only that one llama, Winter, I feel for Winter because he's going to be sucked dry.
Oh, they're going to milk him like a cow.
Milk the llama like a cow.
Good analogy, Virginia.
Yeah.
You can tell it's getting late.
Is it over?
Just about. Getting there.
We got 9 more minutes, Virginia. Hold on. I'm talking to myself, too.
Me and Lemon over here, we're done.
They say Germany is kind of starting to go back to a normal life, and they've done a combination of about 3 things that are enabling them to, and like legitimately, like not phase 1, but hey, normal life, like before everything happened. They said they started with that unified vision of social distancing. They did that, still maintaining some of that. Widespread testing. That they can't stress that enough. That seems to be key. And I think even today we're starting to fire up a little bit more here in Florida, different testing sites and testing for the antibodies in llama blood. And the one thing that bothers me, though, is Germany apparently had contact tracing. And they had great success with it. And it doesn't seem like we're really doing anything with that and taking that seriously.
Contact tracing?
Yeah. That's where you're locating each person with who's been infected with the person they came in contact with and letting them know and saying, hey, you guys need to quarantine. Now, right now, there's only 500 contact tracers for the entire state of Florida, but we need 6,450.
Wow, to do it right.
Yes. And there's no immediate plans to hire more. So we don't have enough by a lot, and there's no plans to do more to do it. But yet Germany did it, and they're able to go back to normal life. So it's like, okay, hopefully, if that is true, that's what they did and that worked, that we'll, get with it.
Makes you think somebody doesn't want us all to get better and win.
Virginia has got, yeah. She's now turning into a conspiracy theorist. Do you think that they want us all just to die like murder?
I personally think Mama needs a nap.
You do?
I do. I think we got to tuck
She's
her
worn
in.
out.
We got to tuck her in. She's tired. It's been a big week.
Can it be a medicated nap?
Absolutely.
You got any propofol?
No, we need something strong for her.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. They say 72% of people now say that they wash their hands every single time after they use their phone. I never thought about that. I'm not doing that. 72%. I'm like,
no,
what?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wash my hands or use antibacterial every single time I touch a foreign surface outside of my safety
my phone, no.
bubble.
I mean, I get it. It's covered in germs. It's disgusting. But, yeah, I mean, 72%. I read that. I'm like going, well, I'm the loser who's not doing it.
No, I'm a loser as well.
You and I are losers.
I'll be a loser with you. I'm not I don't think I've wiped my phone.
72%. No way I'm buying that. And also, apparently, Kesha is fighting the coronavirus by wearing butt masks.
What the hell is a butt mask? The way the article was written, it made it seem like she was blocking farts. But then I'm thinking, I don't know if that's...
Why else would you wear a mask on your butt?
Yeah, she said there are these butt masks called Bawdy, or Bawdy, B-A-W-D-Y, that I have been using. It helps having someone put it on your butt, so that's another perk of just being quarantined with my boyfriend. It's one of those things that at the end of the night brings me happiness, but she doesn't explain what exactly the Bawdy butt mask is.
It was alluding that it was a beauty thing, but it also alluded that it could have been... It sounded like she's blocking farts.
Wait, maybe it's a butt mask, like a face mask. That's a thing. So face masks are huge, and... yeah, you get acne on your face. You also do get acne on your butt. So maybe it's like a beauty mask
for I got you, yeah.
your cheeks.
Because I'm looking at Bawdy, and what they do is they offer a butt balm, and they have the butt mask. It's a detoxifying firm butt stick for $28. Is what it says it is.
Butt stick? What?
Yeah.
You don't put it there.
What are we
It goes on the cheeks.
Yeah. Apparently, it's skin purifying, detoxifying, and firming clay butt mask in stick form.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with her gas.
No, it doesn't sound like it's anything to do with flatulence.
Yeah. So there you go. It's apparently to make the skin on your butt and your tushy look better and more firm.
Okay, just like a face mask.
Yeah,
a
right.
butt cheek mask.
Yeah, and so her boyfriend applies it.
Well, they need to make that clear in the article because it sounded like Homegirl had gas.
Yeah, when you first read it, I was like, what? She farted a lot?
All right. Well, coming up here, we got the After the Show podcast. Going to be on Facebook and YouTube. You can watch it live or anytime you want on demand. Easy to do. Before we get there, Jay Bird, if you would wrap up everything with our thought for the day.
And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who couldn't hear the music.
Look at you listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.